What I say is actually we are what our body can do with what we eat. So I created like a diet, and within 3 days, she called me and said, "Wow, this is a big change. Like, how come my doctor never told me that?" For at least a month, we did not talk about nutrition. She kept telling me, "But Mia, I need to lose weight. This is not going to help." And I told her one thing. I said, "Look, if you want to lose weight, you have to do it the right way. If you don't fix other problems that you have going, you're not going to be able to lose weight."
Welcome, Soul Family, to yet another episode of The Ineffable Mystic. Today's Ineffable Mystic is Lamia Guifelian, and I have the pleasure of welcoming her. She also goes by the name Mia, and she's a seasoned expert in the field of functional nutrition and wellness, and she has been consulting with over 5 years of experience. She is the founder of the Mia Method to Nutrition. She specializes in guiding patients towards a healthier lifestyle by helping them ditch old habits and embrace new ones. What sets her apart is her dedication to digging deep into her patients' health to uncover the root causes of their current health concerns and adopt effective strategies to reverse their underlying conditions. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Was that right?
Yes. Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me over. And a little background. Yes, I am a functional nutrition and wellness consultant. And my mission is to guide individuals towards achieving optimal health and longevity through holistic approach. I have been in the healthcare field for about 20 years, and specifically just in nutrition for the past 5 years. So I do have like a combination in like when it comes to medicine. So in the past, it was like dental field, and then I got into nutrition specifically because I was always intrigued by it. And learning from my own experiences in life, I went through a lot of health concerns, and that raised a lot of questions if the interventional medicine is, or I'm sorry, the conventional medicine is the right approach for our health. So I firmly believe that there's a lot of things out there that we can do
Mhm.
to help us optimize our health goals. And the holistic approach is, I find it the best approach with changing the way we eat, the way or taking medicine in general, like switching to herbal medicine is really good. And of course, there is the mental health. There is how much we move, the way we sleep, our stress level, hormonal imbalance, blood sugar balance. There's like so much that is part of our overall health that we have to consider when we talk about well-being in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah, and they say that you are what you eat, right?
What I say is actually we are what our body can do with what we eat. Sometimes you think that you are eating the healthy thing, but your body is not processing it the way it should because there are certain things inside of us, it just does not agree with it. Either
Mhm.
we don't have the right enzymes for it, or there is a glitch in our microbiome. There is like so much going on. There's certain things that may seem to be working out for you, but will not work out for me, for instance, and vice versa. So that's why I always say, we are what our body can do with what we eat.
Yeah, I
basically.
think, yeah, I think someone with your knowledge would tweak that saying, so that's good. Yeah, I used to have like milk products before, and I didn't see a problem with it. But when on my journey
Hmm.
to heal my acne, I stopped dairy. And when I stopped dairy, that's when I noticed the difference in my skin. It was like day
Yes,
and night difference.
like exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
but
Yeah,
normally
exactly.
I wouldn't say that it was causing anything bad to me. It's only when I started uh, researching about acne, that's when I thought, okay, let me just remove this and see what happens. So it's only when you
Yeah,
remove it when you notice that, okay, this was not having a good effect on my health.
yeah, and exactly, and Rio, a lot of things that we do on a daily basis, we don't even pay attention to, and uh, and our bodies they talk to us, but we just don't listen.
Absolutely.
It's like if you wake up in the morning, you feel like you're sluggish, you have no energy or anything. That's your body talking to you. When you eat and soon later you feel very bloated, that's your body talking to you.
Mm.
And these are just like two small examples, but we do this on a daily basis, but we just keep ignoring it. What what our bodies will do is they're gonna try to always find that balance or homeostasis as they call it, and when the body does not find that balance, it tries to get it somehow. For instance, if there is like a vitamin D deficiency, it will go to the bone to extract the calcium, and that's, of course, it's not good. It's like the worst you can do for your body. So like that, there are small things. If we just like pay attention, listen to our bodies, think will be completely different for us. I feel like nowadays people are like so consumed with the idea on just losing weight. Everybody just want to lose weight and get fit. But if you want to really lose weight, you have to get healthy first. Get healthy so you can lose weight.
Yeah.
That's the proper approach. And most of the time, they do it in the wrong way because they want like a fast fix to the problem. Either, oh, you know what? Well, my doctor prescribed this pill that I can take and I can shed a lot of few pounds like quickly. I'm like, yeah, but do you know what's the side effect? I mean, if technically, if the body, if you lose weight drastically and fast, that's not a healthy way. That is certainly not a healthy way. It has to be, slowly and very carefully, so you don't miss on like valuable nutrients that your body needs,
Mhm.
and so forth.
Yeah, I feel that there is no shortcut to our health, right?
There isn't. There isn't. There isn't. There is no one plan to fix everything. There isn't. That's why when I hear like on social media that they come up with plans, oh, you do this and this is the outcome. Yeah, maybe that worked out for you specifically. But that does not mean that if I follow exactly, the steps that you have taken for your health, it will work out for me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I myself struggled. Like I did everything possible. Like I ate healthy, I worked out, and I thought I was getting the enough sleep. I tried to manage my stress level, meditated and everything. And I will lose weight, but when it comes to the midsection, it was impossible. It was impossible for me. And at some point, I'm like, well, maybe I should just give up. Maybe I should just go and get myself one of those surgeries to fix the problem.
Mm.
So until I find out, to really connect with my body and understand what's really going on. And I found that I was going with some hormonal imbalance. And that's a big problem. Like that is not something that you can just fix with dieting and doing the right thing. There is a little more to it, and until I fixed the hormonal imbalance that I had, that's when I get what I really wanted,
Yeah.
for my weight loss journey,
Yeah.
and this is what I tell all my client patients, that you have to take, you have to make small changes, to see big results. And you always have to go and into the root cause of why you're not losing weight. Why is your body acting the way it's acting? Why do you feel the way you feel after you eat bread or you eat even broccoli?
Mhm.
So there is a reason why. There is a reason this is happening. So unless you go into the root cause, you will never be able to find the right solution.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you mentioned going to the root cause, because first I will mention that you said that you had dental background. So that's the same for
Yes.
me. I used to work as a dentist in India as well, and
Oh,
I see
wow.
so many of these parallels with all the people that I am bringing on here on this podcast. So again, I see a parallel here with us as well. And while I was going through
Mm-hmm.
dental school, I thought that, they will teach us how to heal people, how to go to the root cause of the illness and then treat that. But that never happened. And so I was always wondering, like, when will they teach us? When will they teach us? And they never did. And that's what is happening in our
Yeah.
health industry as well. And that's where I feel that,
Yeah.
yeah, holistic practitioners come in, because they understand this concept.
Yeah. And actually, it's funny that you said that, because it's true. They don't, doctors in general, and I don't really mean to say that in any way to offend any doctor out there, but it's maybe the that's what they were taught in med school. It's
Yeah,
just like how to cure patients, but not to heal the patient. And it makes a big difference. Healing and curing are two complete different worlds, to tell you the truth. And um, in the medicine world, is they just try to put a kind of a bandage on the problem. So you have uh, blood pressure and diabetes, and you know so to fix that, or to make sure that your balance, your body is working out fine. So here's pills or
yeah,
injections, you know um, and people unfortunately think that's the only solution to the problem. But doctors, they don't really talk about the nutrition, or or even the importance of sleep, for instance. They're like small things. They just ignore. They don't talk about it. And and that's why I say that we do have a broken health system. It's
yeah,
unfortunate, but we do. We do. And I'm not the only person saying that. It's, I went through a lot of health crisis for a while where I was misdiagnosed. And for doctors, because they could not find what I had, all they were giving me is, narcotics to calm the pain, you know? So was it a solution? Of course not. Like, every time I'm in pain, I will take a pill so it calms it, and that's it. And I'm like waiting for somebody to help me. I even got dismissed from a practice because they were like, well, we can't help you. There's nothing we can do, and they just wanted to, uh, to send me away, and I had to look for other providers and try to see what the problem was. And I was getting sick every month and going in and out hospitals, and it was devastating for me, and um And at some point, I went through depression because I'm like, well, something is wrong with me and nobody's helping me. Nobody's even listening. They don't even listen. Like when you talk and tell them this is what I feel, this is what's going on, some doctors think it was just in my head, until they find out later, then no, it was not in my head. I do have
Mhm.
a problem that needed some attention, you
Yeah.
know. And just imagine how many people out there went through the same thing or are going through the same thing right now, but they're not feeling what they're supposed to be feeling, and nobody's listening. And
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I went into nutrition and functional medicine, it's to help out people, to get that healing. you know I'm here to listen to them, and also to give them that support, that mental support, that anything to let them know that they're not alone, and there is help out there, and there is a lot that they can do to help themselves. You know.
Yeah. And I feel that as well, that the medical system is totally broken. And I also feel that um, there's less of humanity left in it and more of commercialization. And because of that, the doctors are not able to spend any time with the patients to understand what they actually need. And I feel that our medical system is primitive in that way. Scientists will say we are so advanced now, but I don't think so. I don't think we are advanced until the time we combine, we until the time we see health as a whole person,
Yes.
physical, mental,
Hmm.
emotional, spiritual. And until the time we see that as one person, as one whole, we won't be advanced. So we are just compartmentalizing everything, and also throwing pills at symptoms, and we are not going into the root causes. And the root causes could be anything: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. As long as we don't integrate all of these things, I don't think we will be advanced in our health systems.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. It's unfortunate. Um, but I do see a light at the end of the tunnel because with the integrative medicine, it's really growing.
Mm.
And a lot of people now, like, I see the change, like, people are more interested in, understanding, or finding or getting answers to their questions. Now they do more research. So, um, one of the challenges that I had, in my career is, in the beginning, uh, people were not, like, patients or clients were not really listening. They just wanted, like, a quick fix. I just want to lose 30 pounds by this date because I need to go on my summer vacation. I just want to look this way. Yes. And yes, you probably can do that, but the way you want to do it that fast, it's going to be very hard. So when I was explaining how things were working, and it's gonna take time, you have to be very patient. We need to make small changes, not drastic ones, you want to do. So some of them, they're like, well, no, that's not the approach I want to do. I want something faster. And then when they go and do something that is so drastic, and they do lose weight, and then they gain even more, like, shortly after, they start questioning, and they start, realizing everything that I said. It was, there is no quick fix to the problem. There isn't. Because if it was that easy, then everybody will be in their, optimal health, like, you cannot, like, for years do all these these wrong things. Your body's going, like, you eat out, you eat a lot of fast food, like processed food, and now you decided, oh, you know what, I want to do everything healthy as you can, but and you expect a result in a very, very short period of time. No, it's, you have to give your body time to heal from everything that it went through. So
Yeah,
it will take time. It will take time to get to the results. You just have to be patient. And and one important thing is trust it. You have to trust it. You have to trust that it will work, because you need to feed yourself positivity. The energy is very important. Positive energy is so important for us. And sometimes I tell my clients, you know, just wake up in the morning, early morning, and just do some breath work, and you'll see that will do like amazing things for you. Just, you sit, if you have access to balcony or backyard, or outdoor, that fresh air in the morning, and do about up to 30 breaths. It will make a huge change. And let that
yeah,
first ray of sun, come into you directly. That's like the best, you know, the best UV light you can get also. So they're like small things that you can do every single day, like small changes that will really impact you in a positive way.
yeah.
So I am a big believer in this, like small changes, and then they will do like tremendous thing for you, for your health and overall wellness and well-being.
Yeah, I feel that the society as a whole is being trained to ask for or expect instant gratification from everything.
Yes.
So that instant gratification is short lived and short term. So when you put in work long term, then there are long term results. But otherwise, if you go for shortcuts, then it's only going to last for a short amount of time and sometimes even cause
Yes.
worse things.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So what do your clients come to you with when they come to you? What are the top complaints or issues?
That really depends. Um, some of them, they just wanna, get into healthy habits, create healthy habits for themselves. Some of them, they already, like, they've been doing the right thing for a long time, but they just want to find a better way to how to maintain it. And some of them, they do have um, health issues, and and they just, the the conventional medicine is not really helping them the right way, you know, and they are seeking some sort of comfort, and they feel like there is a way, there is a lot that they can do with, nutrition, and focusing on stress, on maybe movements, um, so it's I see different cases, so for instance, uh, I have clients in the US and outside of the US, and I have this particular case that actually that I've been working with. She's in France, and she has different problems going on, but it was not actually addressed by her doctor. And no matter what she does, she's very uncomfortable with her life in general. So I talked to her the first time, and I'm like, I don't know if I can really help you, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. So she's some tests, blood work, MRIs, and all that. And then I looked at everything, and I'm like, so why is it your doctor that they're addressing this issue, but they're neglecting this main issue, which is your gut? He goes like, well, I keep telling them, but they're not focused on that. I'm like, well, unfortunately, unless you fix your gut, you won't be able to fix this problem. So what I did is I'm like, well, here's the thing. Let's start slow. So I created like a diet, and within 3 days, she called me and said, "Wow, this is a big change. Like, how come my doctor never told me that?" I'm like, I really don't know. I maybe they were focused on just maybe thinking that medicine will just fix the problem. Or I don't know why doctors don't talk a lot about nutrition, lifestyle. I don't know why. And I find it very actually strange that a country like France, for instance, I mean, they are so advanced in medicine, to actually neglect or ignore this particular case, like not to see where the problem. So for me, it really raised a red flag, to tell you the truth. I'm like, so how many patients out there, like this patient herself, are going through the same, like the same process, where they're just, like fixing just putting a band-aid on the problem and not fixing the root cause. I mean, how many out there? So going back to my patients now, she's doing really good. She's Things are changing slowly for her. She sees, we're still working together. There's a lot that needs to be done. It's not like a, one day or one plan that I can come up with that's going to fix. We're drastically changing the plans, like, and that's what you need to do, like, even when it comes to dieting, you start with one plan, and then, it's going to work for a little bit, but then you're going to plateau, so you have to make other changes, you keep on changing, until you find the balance that your body really is looking for, and so forth.
So you help your clients with the weight loss, getting healthy, and finding the root cause of their health concerns. And you also talked about that you have a unique approach to your method, and you've created something called the MIA method to nutrition. So could you tell us more about what it is?
Yes, absolutely. So basically, my approach, or the creation of Mia method was, it started off with, there is no one plan for all, and each individual will have a unique approach. And so I'm using Mia method as, what is the approach for each individual? Like how can I help this person? You know. So what I do is, number one is my assessments. So I do ask a lot of questions. But the reason asking those questions is to me to find out exactly what's going on in there. Try to answer all of the questions, like don't leave anything out. Because there is no such thing as I just want to come and lose few pounds, or yes, you can do that, if you in general a healthy person and you're doing the right thing and everything, yes. But then again, if you are seeking help, if you are doing the right thing, if you are eating healthy, working out, you're doing everything as you're supposed to, but you still think that you are not losing weight the way you're supposed to, and you're not feeling the your best, there is something going on there. There's definitely something going on, and especially if you are looking and seeking help, then for me, it's when I ask questions. So you've done all this, but you are still not satisfied. That means we need to find what's going on in there, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my approach. I try people create a lifestyle, for them. So when they travel, when they go to restaurants, when they go to gatherings and stuff, they know what to eat. They don't like sit in the corner and say, "Well, I am dieting. I'm not gonna eat anything," or sometimes they're afraid. I am on diet. I can't eat that piece of cake, or I can't do this and I can't do that. So I teach people, don't deprive yourself from certain things. If you do something, like there is, like if you, let's say you crave something sweet, there is something called conscious indulgence. you
Mm.
know it's not that one piece of cookie or cake that's gonna set you off into gaining so much weight. And no, 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 it's what you do after with that piece of cake. Now if you eat today a piece, tomorrow a bigger piece, and after tomorrow a cake, I mean, that's that's not a healthy way of indulging. So it's you make small changes. You listen to your body cues. Like I said, our bodies are talking to us. um, when it comes to hunger and thirst, it's very important to differentiate between the two. And sometimes we feel like we're hungry all the time, and we just, every time we're hungry, we have to go and jump and start eating. And sometimes what it is just that your body is thirsty. You will be amazed by water, how much water will change your life. Like if you drink the right amount of water, you're not going to feel as hungry. you know so um so this is what I do. So and I really emphasize on teaching people the right way of healthy life. Like I literally, teach them the micronutrients. Sometimes I go a little bit in a scientific side of it, not to get them bored, or it's just for them to fully understand how the body works. And I feel like this is through my own experience. When I understand, you know, then I am like, I make more sense of things. So, oh, so when you eat this, this is why, this is what happens. And this is what happens to me. I ate this piece of bread last time and I felt this way, kind of thing. So it's like you are connecting the dots. So I'm teaching you, I try to teach people to basically be their own leader of their health. you know
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's why my I believe that my approach is very unique. So I have to be part of your life forever. No, no, you don't need me. Trust me, you don't need me forever. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to support you. I'm always going to be here to support people as much as they want me to. I don't have a problem, but I just want them to understand that you really don't need that. Once you understand, once you start understanding how your body function, and you're listening to your body, then everything will fall into place.
Mm.
And even when you travel, you know what to eat. At the airport, you know what to eat. Gathering, you know what to eat. You make choices for yourself. You become your own leader. You know what, yeah, I can have that. Yesterday I didn't have this, or this morning I didn't have that much, so I think my body will not be angry at me if I have this, you know whatever. So a piece of chocolates, or whatever the case may be. So this is my approach. This is how I'm really hoping I could really help people to take a lead, to become their own leader for their health.
Yeah, I feel that you're doing some wonderful work there because, as a
Thank you.
society in general, everyone is so disconnected from their life in general and especially their bodies, and even the medical system and everywhere else is not that supportive, and we don't spend so much time with the clients or the patients, right? So the
We
fact
don't.
that, yeah, the fact that you are spending so much time and you are spending so much time in understanding how their body works and the reactions to different foods and everything, and helping them understand their body. And I feel that it's such a wonderful work that you're doing, and it's not just for them but also for their family, their children, that they will be forwarding that information to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that is so
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, what's amazing to me, what I find out, like my patients, is like when I into them, and because I don't really put a clock on my session, you know, how much they open up, how much information they give me, and sometimes without even asking for it, because I feel like it's something that it's like, wow, I can talk to this gal. I have somebody to listen, like somebody to listen to me, to my needs, So I really make it so special for them. It's like, this is your world, this is a very safe space. And I'm here to guide you, to help you. And also, there is solutions. Don't think that there is no more solutions. It ends here. This is how you're going to have to live your life for the rest of your life. No, no. There is a lot of solution out there. There is so much that you can do. You can make just small changes. Sometimes you don't really have to do drastic ones, just small changes, and will affect your way, your life in like myriad positive ways. And I'm a true believer in this.
Yeah, and I feel that all the traditional practices, they more disempower people, but since you are empowering people to be a leader and connect with their own bodies, I think that is such a great thing to do. I don't think that many people are doing that right now.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Although I truly believe that people, or practitioners in my field, I think they are doing the right thing. I think they
Mhm.
are trying to connect. I think um, they try. They really help a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
It's just, functional medicine, it's still new.
Mm.
The holistic approach to health, it's still fairly new to our world. And it's still, there's a lot of research that there's still being done every single day. So I think the challenge is, sometimes you can be faced with people that they are still skeptical. They are not really into herbal medicine or meditation, or they really don't believe in like the spiritual aspect of it. So, but it's going to get there. I think with time it's going to get there. The more I encourage, the more few of us out there,
Yeah.
we talk, we try to do the right thing. The more we do stuff like this podcast, and social media. Unfortunately, I'm not really a big social media. I'm trying, I'm like a camera shy and all that, but I'm trying to really get back at it, and just to inform people, just to educate people. That's what I want my social media platform to be about. Is It's about education. And I'm a big believer that we're gonna get there, and things gonna snap back for the hopefully the next generation. Our kids, our grandkids, will hopefully come in a healthier
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah, definitely. I think there has been a lot of information that has come around in the recent years, and also the access to information is easier. So things are changing, but from my point of view, I don't see that a lot yet. But maybe you are in that circle and you meet people, in that area. Maybe that's why you have more of that experience. Yeah, recently I've seen that even before, like 5-10 years, acupuncture was not considered as, even if it
Yes.
works or not. And
Yes.
now you can get insurance for it. And
Yes.
recently, yeah, on a recent podcast episode, I got to know that even yoga has been added to medical codes now recently. So
Yes.
I was very happy to
Yeah.
hear that, and I feel
Yeah.
that it will improve as the time goes.
Yeah, the things are changing, believe it or not. Recently, I find out that my insurance actually covers part of my gym member. I've never heard of such thing before. We've never, so things are changing, slowly but surely, So um, that's why it's very important for us to like speak out there, like keep informing people, keep pushing it, keep pushing the information. This is if I could do it, if I was able to reverse you know the uh, uh, the health issues that I had, with just like nutrition, lifestyle, stress management, and sports, so much, so much more. Anybody's able to do so. Anybody. I am
Mm-hmm.
a true believer in that. No matter what your health situation, you definitely can do something to, at least at the minimum, for the person to live comfortably,
Yes.
and not feel the pain, constant pain.
Yeah, so let's talk a bit about your journey in the past. You mentioned that you were in the dental field. So, how did you happen to move into nutrition? So, I would like to hear that story. This is the end of the part one of this podcast episode with Mia. Continue the rest of this interesting conversation in part two. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description.